those teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a second and 11. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
Mayfield.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Now Landry. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Across midfield.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So, CD, his very first pass of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know that's a major surprise for any quarterback because, look, let's face it, no one thinks about throwing interceptions. But think about all the warm-up that we saw, right? Every pass he threw wasn't a single interception because, oh, that's right, there were no defenders out there. A little bit different when there's live guys out there chasing the football.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
Now Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
At the 23, a pickup of 4.
Justin Jefferson, the ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The 23-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. That'll be complete to Cook. I think the ball's out. Fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Aaron Jones.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down.
Number 33.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Down at the 42.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Now they go straight. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
first down, Mayfield. Dancing to his... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Dean Lowry able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11.
After the sack, here's second and 11.
9-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third down, Mayfield. And drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Past the 35 before he's taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. The play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
And 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That goes for a gain of 31.
First down, Green Bay.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Aaron Jones.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off near the 34, 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing that. Bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson looking for Campbell downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And it's 3rd down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man. That's Landry. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
First down, Packers.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Tackle made there by the UCF man, Mike Hughes.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 39, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the crowd, Anthony Barr, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1 yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1 yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they begin this drive in very precarious field position inside their own 5.
And remember, this is a defense that's already scored once in this game, so you've got to really take care and make sure that you're blocking these guys who try and wedge the ball out from the shadow of your own end zone.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may... been a fumble.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson looking for Campbell downfield. He's got a man, complete. That's right. Touchdown, Packers.
Jackson.
Paris Campbell, 85 yards. Are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the toss, Madison. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Lets it fly for Thielen. Oh, ball batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going deep here for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
It leads
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw again, Jackson. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Packers.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
First down, Green Bay.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Complete to
Paris Campbell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Vikings 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Complete.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Jackson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Converting it to the right side, Johnson. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield now from the 50. That'll be tipped and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Packers.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Vikings take
just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
brings up second
and 9 now from the 21.
1-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Turnover on downs.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And 10 yards to go.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teed.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there out of Cook. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Sometimes, Brad, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They'll run for him with Cook. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16.
Vikings 15. Dan Bailey to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. himself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Again, it's Taylor. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Third down.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time they face a 3rd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And Adams has it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
To Devontae Adams.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
First down, Packers.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
On the run for
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3-yard pickup. Brings up
the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ballgame.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers,
You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Packers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Hey, could count on my